So we're back, it's rammed in here at the moment, and we're going to take you around a few of the cars that we've got. This one's pretty special, but we're going to go around a few of the projects, what we're going to go and do this year. We're getting out on track within the next couple of weeks with this one and this one, so we'll take you along for that ride too, and yeah, let's see where we're at. TDF one, this is a customer car, probably seen it loads on Instagram and the other bits and pieces we're doing, but this car is now ready for delivery. One car has already been delivered, and we've got a whole load of different bits and pieces on here. It's had a big upgrade kit for this year. So we've got new intercoolers, some new bits with the exhaust, and yeah, this one is in full customer spec. They're going to use livery and stickers and a load of other bits to make it look really cool. We got final shakedown on this before handing the car over. So I'm in the car for that one, and we'll just do final systems checks, make sure they're happy. They're going to come along and see it run for the first time, which will be interesting. Then we can get it handed over. As you guys know, 4-cylinder turbo, 600 horsepower, 700 kilos wet with me in it, so it's punchy. And this is sort of everybody's option to get into an F1 car that you can customize and do everything you want to do with without leaning into the original heritage stuff, and make it run as you want it, where you want it, and for as easy as you want to run it. Right, so jumping on to the next one. This is a 1998 Minardi. She's naked at the moment because the livery is changing. So this car over the winter has gone through its FIA HTP. So this is a full original car, and by having that stamp from the FIA, it tells everybody that it is an original car and it's running in completely original specifications. So electronics and everything else that's in here, engine, gearbox. She's a bit of a nightmare to look after. She's Italian, she can be a little bit difficult, but the only thing that's not right with this car is the livery. And we get picked up on it quite a lot because it's people with a keen eye. You guys notice quite a lot that it's in the 1999 livery. So this car is going back to the 98 livery in the next week. She's running her original Cosworth V10, all on hydraulics. And yeah, she is exactly what she looks like. She's a weapon. The guy that owns it is very lucky to own it, and now is only appreciating the value as an asset as well with the HTP. Quite a cool car in the workshop, especially for me, having worked with Michael. But I think everybody that's into F1, seeing this name on a race car and the history that it brings is something quite special. A lot of people will know this car because you'll have seen it at events all over the UK and in Europe as well. We don't normally run this car day to day, but this one's here for a little bit of pre-season prep. And we've done setup for this car, and we're going to do a couple of other little bits and pieces and make sure she's ready to run. And you never know, you might see a little bit more of it here throughout the course of this year. But yeah, lovely bit of F1 history for us to be able to get our hands on. This car is also FIA HTP accredited, so original engine and gearbox, running in original specification. So it's pretty close to how it was when it left the circuit last time Michael drove it, just a lot of years ago. And quite cool for us because this era of car have only recently become available for the HTP. So to have two of them here in the workshop with us is great. I think there's one other in the UK of this era that's got its HTP, and we work with them quite closely already. But yeah, it was going to be nice to see more and more cars come through and get their HTPs and verify that what we're doing and that the cars are period correct and ready to hopefully go back racing one day, but we'll see what the FIA do with that. So next one, this is a 2001 BAR. It's a Villeneuve car. Another cool piece of history from the early days of BAR, and for those that know us, we've obviously done a 99 already. We've got the 04 button car. We've become a little bit of a sort of BAR specialist really. This one came to us needing all sorts of work doing, but the engine is pretty much there now. We've probably got one more dyno visit with it just to confirm a few little bits and pieces and some other bits with sensors, and then we can hit the track with this one. So hopefully later this year we'll be able to get this one out on circuit and bring it along with these other cars and make some noise. Been quite a long project, this one, but yeah, she's going to be 18,000 RPM, pretty raw, and bringing the sort of music that we expect from a V10 back to the circuit soon. Bits and bobs when the cars are blown apart. This is the rear end out of a car that can't show you at the moment. This is all out and everything's going away for inspection. We've got a lot of stuff being cleaned and crack tested and all that other kind of stuff. But yeah, when we first pull them apart, this is kind of what they look like. They come out in big bits. We've got a full gearbox unit here with everything on it. And then obviously the power unit, which is not the original, but is very similar to what was in the Williams that we did a little bit on last year. So yeah, maybe you'll see a little bit more of this along the way, but we can't talk too much about that one at the moment. And then that leads us on to the Alpha. So This car has been in build now for about 18 months. Got quite a story with it, but we're going to go into that in a little bit more depth because you guys love the video that we did with the FW20. There are a few videos on YouTube following that whole build process, and we're going to do the same with this one. So as you can see, engine and gearbox is in. There's been a lot of scanning go on. We'll talk about that a little bit more depth in those videos, but this car hopefully will be together again a little bit later in the year. The engine has to go to dyno, and the looms are being made at the moment. So once that all comes together, we can do shakedown, it will get painted and go back to full original livery. And then, yeah, this one will be ready to hit the track and get out there soon. So we've got a lot of stuff in very similar places, but yeah, the story on this one we'll make sure you guys get to see in a much more detailed environment. I guess the question is, what do you guys want to see? You've all seen the FW20 videos and you've come back to us and said you want more. So is there anything different that you want to see in this? Are there any areas that you want to go into in a little bit more depth? We can obviously talk a lot more about the way we maybe do the CAD, what we're going to do with the engine, take you on the journey through the dyno. We can talk about the gearbox. Obviously, it's quite a different car, being a manual gearbox car, and what we're trying to do, bringing it back into a slightly more modern era so that we can run it. So there's a whole load of stuff we can look at. So we want to know from you what you want to see. Obviously a few other bits still in here, but lastly, this is a 95 Jordan. Again, might have seen this on the channel a little bit. This one's been a bit of a longer build. The original Peugeot engine for this is currently just out for its final checks. So when we get that back, we'll get it in the car and we can fire this one up. And then we have to go through all that system checking process, and then we'll be into shakedown and all that other stuff. This one's a little bit further away, but again, it's another period correct car. It's absolutely gorgeous. We've made some changes to make it a little bit more usable. We've come away from hydraulics and a lot of other stuff, but it is running the original Peugeot V10, which aren't the easiest things in the world to find anymore. Its sister car is in the UK as well. And this car and the sister were the two cars that finished on the podium in Canada in '95. So we're hoping to get them together and get them out on track and around with some other cars here, maybe. If we can get 4 or 5 of them out together, V10s would be nice. But yeah, certainly getting this and its sister back together is kind of priority for the end of the year. Jumping into the machine shop, it's quiet at the moment because everybody's just gone home, but been super busy around here. So we're obviously producing a lot of parts for ourselves, but actually the first quarter of this year has been really busy with a lot of external work as well. So, you know, lots of machining going on, 3D printing, we've been doing a lot of design and scanning. And yeah, it certainly helps support us, but we're hoping to support a lot of other businesses around. So not only precision, but TDF Works, as you can see, is absolutely manic at the moment, gearing up for pre-season and getting to our first events of the year. And we've obviously got the TDF1 program where we've turned a few cars out in the back end of last year and same again this year. So that's only ramping up and getting bigger and better. So yeah, looking forward to a really great year. And we've got a whole bunch of events lined up through the course of the rest of the year. So stay tuned for everything there. And yeah, let's have a really good and busy year.